Yeah, I'm ballin' in this bitch. Yeah. Money stay callin' in this bitch. We ain't worry about none, we celebratin'.
Hey, what's up, party people? We back.
What's up, party people? How's everybody doing today? What's up,
I'm doing better finally, man. I was sick as a dog last week. That's why I see the stream. But I'm
glad you're feeling better, brother. I know we missed the celebrating the new year together with everyone, or at least introducing the new year into everyone. But guys, Happy New Year, man.
Happy New Year.
We got a PulseNation episode of starting 2024. Let's get this information out. Be sure to go in the comments. Let's celebrate 2024 in style, guys. I'm wishing everyone the true maddest of gains this year. I cannot wait to see what's in store for this ecosystem and for every single one of you. But,
absolutely.
Man, what's up, Wes? Man, I'm glad you're feeling better, brother. I really
am. Man. I'm chilling, bro. I'm enjoying the snow. We getting a lot of snow out here. Yesterday,
I just watched the. I was watching the New England Patriots game.
Yeah,
and the snow out there, bro. I was like, fuck that, dude. I don't know. No, I don't want that. I don't want that in my life, bro. I don't care for it. There's a reason why I live in Texas.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
As a kid, I loved it, but now, bro, it's a nightmare, man. I can't stand it.
Yeah, when you gotta go to work and fucking do anything out there, you're like, yeah, this sucks, man. Especially your profession.
Right. Now the kids had a blast, man. They love it. But other than that, man, I'm sick of this, bro.
Nice.
I got to shovel this whole thing, man. It's just a nightmare.
Yeah, I can't wait for the maddest of games for you, and then everything just fucking gets heated and automated, and you're gonna have like bro, you're gonna have like this. There's gonna be like this little tunnel that you go through on your driveway, and it's just gonna be like a little warm heater that you just drive through, and it just melts all the freaking snow off or all the ice off. Bro, that just hearing that just makes me happy as hell. You know what I mean?
Yo, can't wait.
The thought of that being a possibility is incredible, y'all. Incredible.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm trying to see if I could jump up in here. I want to show you guys how bad it is. Let me see. Westcott, Cam. But say what's up to the chat. Let me see.
Let me go through here. Let me turn off some of this real quick. All right. Hold on. I got you.
Check this out.
No, I still got feedback.
Can't hear it? Hold on.
It's just feedback. Oh no. That looks crazy. Bro, no to all of that. Like, guys, no. Look at that. That's not something I want, man. I don't want no part of that. Bam.
That's what I'm dealing with, bro.
Yeah, I don't want no part of that, man. Straight up. Like, no. You look out there and you're like, yeah, that looks cool and all, but then you actually gotta live in it, and you're like, nah. Like if I was to visit, I'd be like, this is dope, man. This is cool.
Bruh,
it's
fun.
Different.
Until you gotta shovel it, bro. It's horrible, man.
Exactly.
Horrible.
We got Checks My Pulse in the house. What up, PulseNation? We got saying nothing's changed besides the date. Every day we are closer to greatness, 100%. Crypto Bindu in the house. What's up, fam? What's up, Westcott? Are you on the HEX conference or ATX? Are you presenting at any time, or did I already miss it?
I'll be on there Tuesday night, 10 p.m. Eastern. So
I will not be on the conference this year, but I hope everyone has an absolute blast and banger at the time. Facts on facts for sure. Much love to every single one of y'all. You don't know. Dude, that's so cool that became like the slogan for you, man. That's a pretty cool one to have. You don't know. That's pretty cool. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, man. Facts on facts.
Yeah, Gloria, good evening. Good evening to you as well. We'll be taking my seat at the table. Much love to you. Much love to Westcott. Much love to the PulseNation community. Deploy the likes on entry for sure. Crypto Steve, what's up? Hex Angelo, hello. You never walk alone. What's up, my friend? The boys are back in town. Sure are, man. Dude, we are having an absolute great time. I know we just started 2024. Folks, I just want to give everyone a heads up. I was talking to Wes about this in the green room before getting started. Like, PulseChain's already 8 months old, y'all. The Bitcoin halving is 4 months away. I know we talk about delayed gratification all the time. I know we talk about patience.
They're sick of it, man.
Yo, it's getting to the point where people are finally just getting rinsed out. They're just at the last
thank God.
you know, and it's wild to think about. But what's crazy is, again, we've seen how fast these pumps can come. We've seen how fast they show up. We've seen how fast they go. Now, I was looking at this because I was like, bro, just imagine. Like I've always said, DCA for 12 to 18 months, no matter what the price is on PulseChain, because if you're holding it in the future and you're thinking long term, 5, 6, 7 years down the road, you've won, right? So I said, do that for the first 12 to 18 months, you'll win, right? So we're already 8 months into that whole DCA strategy. My gosh, dude, can you believe that? What an absolutely wild time it's been. And so I started thinking, I started thinking like what other tokens have done and stuff like that. And guys, I'll share all the information on a stream next time. I'm going to compile it all. So make sure that you tune in next time. Be sure to subscribe to the channel so you can see this information. But I'm going to actually pull up a list, again, of all the other dexes that have had it in the past, how long they took it, what the market cap was when they launched. I'm going to put together a whole big, long information of stuff. So I can't wait to share that with every single one of the beautiful folks who are here, part of the PulseNation community, part of the PulseNation ecosystem.
Absolutely, man. Shout out to Quinn. I see you, man. They say K for K capitulated for Titan X. Did he? I don't know. Did he? I mean, I
feel like he did. I feel like he kind of did, unfortunately, man. Like to a certain degree.
Ooh, it hurt.
To a certain degree, and it wasn't that. It was that like it was the way he dropped it. Like, hey guys, I'm I'm looking into this more, and I was like, nigga, what are you doing? Like,
it was ugly. It was ugly. I'll say that it was ugly.
Yeah, and then love him, love the guy. Hopefully he's a lot of information just in general because he has good data, man. I love the information set that dude has, right? And the way he's able to explain, especially with PulseX, the burn, the mechanisms, the way it's deployed, and when you say things a certain way. It doesn't matter if you're saying it the exact same way or the exact same thing, but said differently by multiple people. You just interpret it from different angles, and it's really cool hearing his interpretation of the thing. So we'll see, man. Much love to K4K. Hopefully he didn't actually flake out and dip out on this one. I doubt he did, especially with his bullets. Not like anyone in crypto knows. Anyone who's been in crypto long term, should I say, knows that you just like, why would you sell at the bottom? No matter if it's just a above the bottom or 50% above the bottom, like you're damn near bottoms. Why are you selling?
Man, if we could get as many people out as we possibly can at these price levels, great, man. Get them out. Get them out. 8 months in, bro, and people are already jumping shit. 8 months in.
Fast Abdul said, let's talk bribes.
What's up, Fast Abdul? Appreciate the super chat, man. Thank you. Oh, man, dude, it's fascinating, bro. Like, 8 months in, people jump ship, and it's just like, that's kind of crazy. Not even a year.
It is pretty crazy. Yeah, it is pretty crazy. The fact that so many people have done what they've done. I was actually pulling up a list of the top sacrifice wallets for PulseX. And what I was doing on that was just seeing, are they still holding a certain amount? Because like you look at some of these estimates, bro, and some people sacrifice like $10 million is the one I'm looking at right now that I have pulled up.
Don't tell me that, man. Damn.
Yeah, and then you hear the 10 million and you're like, holy F and what? And then you actually look up, we'll say like the wallet and stuff, and you realize like they are holding everything still. And so I wanted to share this wallet, as a matter of fact. This is just kind of one of those wallets that you just kind of see and you don't really hear too much about, but it is kind of interesting. And I would have to do some more digging on it as well, because my opinion on this shows that this wallet has actually either capitulated on the PulseX or something moved, but they're holding like somewhat of like 30 million HEX still. Anyways, let me pull up some information on this. Give me one sec.
30 million HEX. Woo.
Yeah, I mean, this is clearly, whale type shit. Like no matter what, at the end of the day, you start seeing some of these things and you're like, my gosh. So it all started, for me actually just kind of like pulling up this list. So if y'all haven't seen this before, this is, the sacrifice statistics back on PulseX. I can't really pull up the actual sacrifice. I think I have a list downloaded from when it all first happened. For now, this is the top 500 wallets. And I felt like that was a pretty fair assessment of the top wallets who were at least available back then, right? And so I figured the top 100 probably isn't really worth looking. So I just went to 101, right? And still, this particular wallet here was somewhat around like 203 million. So I was like, all right, we got to go way down. Yeah.
How much
bro.
money?
203 million, you know? And
Sacrificed?
yeah, dude, sacrificed, right? So I'm looking over here, and that's just like top 101. I'm like, all right, dude, I got to scroll all the way down to like number 200.
Do you want to be, dog?
You
How
know?
much money you need? God damn.
Yeah, so clearly this particular individual is one of those people that could like go off of like a 2x and probably be pretty damn happy.
ATX.
What's up?
Would you say this guy sacrificed 200 million? Oh shit.
I know.
Damn, he got money.
I know. Well, and so that's what I started getting curious on this kind of stuff, right? Because I'm like, bro, come on, that's a lot of money, right? So I actually pulled up this particular wallet here. This was like one of those wallets that I started pulling up the information. I was like, not the 200 million, because I'm assuming those are probably like some OA type stuff. I'm not even gonna mess with like the top. We'll say 200, right? So I'm down to literally the number 200 wallet right here. I can click the little information button. It gives me a contract address right here, and then I just take that right on over to dbank.com, paste in that contract address just as we have right here, in the little search bar, and then it gives me some information. So this wallet's still sitting on $400,000 right now. I was looking at the portfolios on it because I was like wondering what's going on, and yeah, they're sitting on, it's all in HEX basically, like 35 million HEX and 121,000 Akosa.
And they haven't sold. That's what it dipped to.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. The PulseX, I believe something happened with it. I can actually pull that up. Let me see if I can filter it out. Give me a second on that. Because let me pull up some PulseChain here. Let me fork this out because I actually want to see what happened with the PulseX. So we can actually sort that out as well. So they sent basically most of their PulseX somewhere, and we can dive in on this. Back when it first launched, it looks like why not, man? Yeah. Why? This is what I start doing, man. I start getting bored. I'm like, let me just dive into some random information, bro. Like, so they basically took their PulseX when it first launched. It looks like May 12th was the launch date of PulseX. For those of y'all who don't know, they had 617 million here, 232 million here, and 35 million here. It looks like they sent them to 3 different wallets at this point right away. Great idea, 100%. I highly advise doing this to every single one. So once I seen them doing this, I was like, bro, brilliant, right?
That's billion or million? How much is that?
So you said these are millions.
Okay.
Oh, hold up, you're right.
Because I'm thinking like
232 billion. You're right. Yeah, so these 2 are million. That one's billion. So it looks like this one, they actually sent it over to 2 wallets. So A7DF and F896. It looks like they sent it over to 2 different wallets. Let's take a little look at these wallets real fast, why don't we?
Yeah, what they doing over there?
Let me pull this up here, open that up, and see what we can pull up on this particular wallet.
Nico Bella, appreciate you, dog. Says still here, deep in the bear. Shout out to the realest HEX streamers, man. Appreciate that.
Let's go. So this is that wallet. This is the one that he sent 232 billion PulseX to, I believe was the number, if we recall correctly. Yep. It looks like he's still sitting on 113 billion right now. So it looks like they have lost some, whether it be through trading, other things, or just getting out. It does look like they have actually moved over basically 100 billion at some point, right? 120 billion at some point in time, still valued at 100 or 1.7 million on this account. And again, you have to remember, guys, this wallet sacrificed 10 million, right? So like if we go back to the actual sacrifice here, they sacrificed $10,141,000, right? Yeah. And so, like, I'm sure they wanted to recoup some of that, my friends. Like, that's a big number, and I don't know how big the wallet is. They clearly have some HEX as well. I mean, and if you look at 32 million HEX at the highs, I mean, what would that math even be? 32. I mean, we'll say 15 million right there alone, and they sacrificed 10 million. So they probably did a decent chunk of their HEX back then for the sacrifices, my guess. Basically, on this one, they're still sitting on quite a bit, 3 million on Pulse and 50,000 on Ethereum. They did lock up plenty into liquid loans, it looks like. So that's where they put up about 1.3 million on this one. And their collateral ratio, I believe it says it here as well, if I remember correctly. I thought I looked at this a while back, and I thought you could see it. Pulse loan, no, it's a rewards. Oh, that's the farming. Here it is. Staking, borrowed. I could have sworn. Oh, here's the health rate. Wow, dude, what? They put their fucking that. I don't get people like this, bro.
Wait, I don't see it. You showing
So-
it? Because I can't see.
Yeah, so basically, on this one, my bad. I don't even know
So
what I was showing that whole time. So basically on this wallet right here, right? I was looking up the information. They're sitting on 3.5 million in Pulse Chain. 1.3 of it is actually in liquid loans, and so you can actually see what their ratio was. So my assumption is they probably took a portion of their PulseX and swapped it for Pulse. Who knows? But they're still sitting on 3 billion PulseXs or Pulse as well. So they got some tokens, right? 3 billion here, 113 billion on PulseX. And then you could actually see they borrowed liquid loans, roughly about $1 million. They've actually locked it, and they took that USDL and locked it inside their protocol for liquid loans. Wow. So they actually earn, they've earned 34 million Pulse during this time.
Wow.
Yeah. I mean, either way. And then you can see there what their ratio is too. So their health ratio, and this is wild, like that means they could get liquidated if it's less than or equal to 1, basically. So their ratio on collateralization is pretty low, is what this is showing me, basically. That's a risky vault. But anyways, they're sitting on $1 million in balance on it, and 30 billion in the actual balance inside the liquid loans protocol. Anyways, that was just the top 200. That was the number 200 wallet, right? I've dove in on some of these wallets before, and I'm actually probably just gonna randomly do a stream where we just look through these fucking wallets and just start checking out, who did what and what's going on. And
very interesting, man.
Dude, I'm always curious, man. I'm always curious to know.
Definitely.
We're talking about these wallets with big numbers. That was only one wallet that we sent to. Let me actually pull up their other wallet that they sent, the 35 million, to see if they did anything else with that one.
Shout out Quad the Kid. He says, thanks for the stream, fellas. Tired of all the babies complaining on Twitter, man. Appreciate the super chat, brother. Thank you. Yeah, man. Yeah, we don't do that here, man. We just keep calm, carry on. That's it.
Facts, man. Facts. All right. So it looks like the wallet that they sent the 300 million Pulse to, they haven't done anything with it. They just left it alone there. So that's cool.
Yeah.
Awesome, and let me see. Or 35 million. That's anyways. Dude, I'm just looking at some of these wallets and stuff that people do. Pretty crazy stuff, man. Not gonna lie. Pretty crazy stuff.
Sack 200 million. Like you said, it's probably always stuff. But
let's just go back to that wallet for S's and G's, man.
Yeah.
Let me
pull, see what that looked like.
Yeah, let me pull up that random.
I'm just trying
random
to think,
wallet.
like, how rich could I possibly be to sacrifice 200 million?
Right. That's either fucking YOLO, all in, all chips.
Bro.
But I mean, the reason why I think OA is
you gotta be let me ask you, are you a billionaire if you're sacking 200 million? You're a billionaire, right? You have to
multi-billionaires, my guess.
We got multi-billionaires here.
But here, this is what I'm saying. Like, this is why I think there's too many 200 million. Like, too many, bro. Like, look how. Let me share this tab. There's too many. Like 200 million.
Where was I when this happened? I didn't see all this.
Well, this is all like, you don't remember like the last day of the sack. It's the same thing. Right, it was like the last day because they didn't want to outrank anybody during the 1 to 20-day window or whatever for PulseX.
Bro, that's 100 wallets.
It went from like $1 billion to like 13 billion. Remember? You don't remember that? You don't remember that jump of like, bro? It was like the sacrifice was like 400 million. 800 million. It was like close to 1 billion, I think, within like the first 18 days or whatever the heck the window was. I forget the exact windows. And then it went from like 11 billion to like 14 billion. And you're just like, what the fuck? And you look at it at the end, it was like 15 billion or something crazy.
I thought it was like 1.8 billion sacrifice or two. What, like, where did this 14 billion come from?
I mean, there was 55 billion sacrifice, right? Like,
oh my god!
It went fucking wild, bro. Like toward the end, it was just like it was just like tanking in, dude. And what's funny is, like I said, you see like a lot of these like 400 million, 200 million. So let's just pull up a random like the last ranked 100. Let's just see this wallet for S's and G's. I don't think we're gonna find any information out on this, y'all, just because I really don't think this wallet has probably done anything, but might as well, actually. We're doing some research now. It has no money in it. Crazy. What? Hold up. What? Okay, cool. There it is. It just didn't show up when it first loaded. I was like,
Hey.
holy fuck. So sitting on $6 million on this one. Make sure I'm sharing the right screen, which I am. 448 billion PulseX. Oh my god.
Yo, that's yo. Oh
That's so
god.
many, bro.
Yo, that's a lot.
That is so many.
I thought I had a lot. I
tokens.
thought I had a lot.
I know. Like the goal is to get to the billion, and you feel like you fucking God when you reach billion. You're like, yeah, bro, like I'm making it.
Hold on,
448 billion. You're like, oh my God, hello.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
Damn.
man. Wild, 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 wild for sure.
Wow.
What else we got going on, bro? What else we got? Let me, yeah.
Yo,
let me stop
Hex
sharing that
Monkey.
one.
These are not my wallets, dog. I wish they were. God.
God.
Dude,
This is that wallet that you say, guys, if you got some fucking anything, hello, send it. You know,
Yeah,
we're glad to be so thankful and appreciative of the generosity.
Absolutely.
If you could only spare $1 billion,
you got to start putting the PulseNation wallet on the stream, man. That's crazy. That's
all
crazy.
right. So either way, yeah. So it looks like on February, what was the sacrifice day for Pulse? It was for PulseX. It was 2022, right? So
2022,
yeah, it had to have been. So this wallet hasn't done it. This wallet sent 1 billion hex to the sacrifice in 2022 and minted the PulseX and got the 448 billion PulseX and has since held on to it and not done anything. Still has 448 billion PulseX. And I bet that's what I'm saying. And I bet if we were to pull up all those top, we'll say 200 wallets, I don't even know, the ones with like over 100 million sacrifice is my guess. I would bet that we would see a lot of them are just pretty much stationary, exactly with the money. None of the tokens have moved, which is why it almost made me curious to start digging in on this stuff, right? So I'm like, we know we got some sellers, bro. I had another random question I would love for the chat to help me out with, as a matter of fact. Because somebody, one of y'all dudes, know exactly the answer to this question that I got. But I'm so curious because I don't know it. So let me actually pull up the information so we can actually have a conversation about it.
Yep.
And cool. Share screen. All right. So can any of y'all help me? And don't really worry about all the extra stuff going on the PulseX chart. Can any of y'all help me on this? I look at top traders whenever I pull up Deck Screener, okay? Has a really cool thing down here, top traders. I'm like, all right, that's really cool. It gives me an idea of who the top profit, who the top seller is, who did the most, and who did what, right? So I'm seeing these wallets in here. DC01 got a profit and loss of $1 million, but it says they've only sold PulseX the whole time, right? Like this wallet, if I pull it up and just filter it out through this wallet, it has only ever sold, right?
Wow.
And so it makes me wonder, and again, with PulseX, maybe not so much because maybe I'm kind of answering it, but is it just because all these were minted and like none of these people who are selling actually bought any at any point in time? Is that kind of like what you're telling me on this? Because that's the way I interpret it. Like basically, like you didn't buy any, you minted it, you sacrificed, and you've only sold. Like that's what I interpret it as, right? So let me know if I'm wrong on that, y'all. Because the reason why I started thinking about this, not necessarily with PulseX in particular, because that had a sacrifice period and things were minted. Basically, all it was like whenever I look at new tokens, for example, and you pull up a brand new set of tokens, I see the same thing where they don't have any bought and it's just all sold. And I'm like, does that mean it's the creators of the coin that did it? Like, because they didn't have a sacrifice period. But then you see multiple wallets, and it's like, did that person just set up multiple wallets? I'm very curious on this, y'all. My little data bug is like wanting to fucking get some answers on this, because this kind of makes sense. It's like, all right, sacrifice only sold. Okay, that to me kind of makes sense. This person is bought. Cool, that makes sense, right? Like this is a person who I would believe, if I pulled it up, has done somewhat pretty decent. Let's see what transactions they've. So I don't know if it's all recent as well.
Okay.
Let me turn off all these indicators. Nope, wrong thing.
Damn, bro. Interesting, man. Interesting. A lot of money in this ecosystem, man.
There's a lot of money in the ecosystem, but yeah, it really
Ooh.
makes me curious because like this particular wallet, and this is on a 3-day, it's like only bought during these times. You know what I mean? Like over this time period, and I just don't believe that either because normally, you know, this actually does a pretty good job like showing all the data for particular wallets whenever you pull up this information on them.
Yeah. Yeah.
Anyways, guys, let me know if y'all actually have some information on this. Would love to hear what y'all's thoughts are on it as well. So, anyways,
man, dog, I am sitting on my ass. It's like, bro, it's a ton of money, man. Somebody knows something. Somebody knows something. Like, God damn.
yeah.
Could you imagine? Oh, $200 million. Damn. All right, someone got a lot of money. RH got a lot of money too. That dude got a ton of money. Like, bro. And it hasn't sold. Like,
don't talk to Westcott's wallet.
yeah. That is not my wallet, bro. Not even close. Like, not even close. Oh,
that's
man.
Yeah, over 1,000.
I'm waiting my turn, bro. I'm waiting my turn because, you know, like everyone else's turn is coming. Our turn didn't come yet, bro. It didn't come. I know it didn't come. We're gonna know when it came. You know, I know it didn't come yet.
Hex to the Moon has a good point on this one. When you move the coins from one wallet to a new wallet, the new wallet is not registered as buying, only sold. And to me, that makes a lot of sense. Hex to the Moon. Thank you for breaking it down in such an obvious, simple way. It's that Occam's razor, man. I'm telling you, like sometimes the most obvious answer is the answer, and like. That was a pretty easy answer, not gonna lie. Okay, that does make some sense. You know, like I moved several wallets over from, you know what I mean? So I've done the same thing. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
That makes a lot of sense to me.
Makes sense.
Damn it, Hex of the Moon. You're making too much sense on this one. Never heard the community, never heard anyone in the community say that amount was sacked, only like 2. Yeah.
Bro, I never heard that, dog. Really? I always thought it was like 2 billion sacked. I never knew it was 55 billion. That's crazy.
Yeah, it pulls up all the data from everywhere. So that website that I'm looking at right there is the hexpulse.info, and it has all the information from like all the sacrifices really. So some of the things I've done in the past, and I've said this before, but I've like gone to these little websites here, and again, I don't advise. Why do I keep stop sharing it? That's so silly. Literally just like it's the 3rd time I've done it. Share. And calls. All right, that's what I'm trying to do. Close it. So basically, whenever you go to this website, you can actually pull up just like all the sacrifice lists here. So you can just be like sacrifices, and it literally pulls up like all these sacrifices, whether they're going on still or not. A lot of these got some of these got rugged, like pulse abides. It'll say this kind of stuff.
So maybe when the sack ended, it was 2 billion, and then over time is what you think, like more money came in or something.
Well, yeah. So money kept coming in. The sacrifice never closed, y'all. Right, so like
5 billion.
So like up until the very last day, people were still sacrificing. Now their rates were god awful. Like they were terrible, y'all. Like they were absolutely like terrible. But the sacrifice never closed. It literally just stayed open the entire time. And it took what, almost a year and a half, 2 years, or since the sacrifice. That was February of 2022. So I mean, it took quite a bit of time for it to come around. You know what I mean?
Fire, dog. It's a lot of money. Shout out to the OA. Shout out to the billionaires. God damn.
Shout out to all of them. Yeah, so sometimes I pull these up, right? And I'll just like pull them up because I look at it and I'm like, okay, the Dodeca rug. You see some of these like scam. And it's cool if they like list some of this stuff. But then for S's and G's, I'll just pull up some things like we'll say liquid loans, for example. And then just gives me a list. It's like, okay, during this time, $51 million were sacrificed here. During that like total sacrifice over the entire period, right? Because again, like they had a period of time. And you can pull up some wallets on this one. And I just do that all the time on random wallets. I'm like curious to know what these people are doing. It's how I learned kind of a way of staking that benefited myself, was looking at all the different staking strategies that everyone else was doing and then coming up with my own.
Damn. I'm just still flabbergasted. So go back to that. It shows all the projects that rugged and like didn't end up launching. That's crazy.
Yeah, I mean, it does. I don't know if it like shows them all, but I mean, it'll do a pretty good job. Like whether it's saying active, what happened, and so like some of these are
trying to see if I recognize anything.
You know, like And I'm just kind of like seeing some of these, like Gamma was a rug. Never heard that one. You see Magikarp Ride, you know, still going on. I don't know if they've launched or what's going on there.
Scumbags, some of these scumbags.
You got PP bullshit. You got, you know, Pulse Valley was a scam. I never even heard that.
Like, okay, Chaos Verse. Like, let's click on that. Was that a sacrifice?
Yeah, this is a sacrifice. So
does it say how much they got? $300,000. Damn. Yo, don't be sacrificing for everything, dog. Please don't.
Isn't that crazy? And then look at these, dude. Like seriously, the Air Dow, this was abandoned. That one had 2,000. Okay, nothing crazy there. But yeah, some of these 8 inches, not even sure what the F that is, 16,000. Like y'all motherfuckers just be giving your money away. Y'all are just like, take it, man. 13,000 gone here. You know what I mean? Like you're just, and again, guys, you're just like, all they have to do is just be like, hey, we have a sacrifice going. And then people are like, I want to do it. 37,000 here for that one. These are all rugs. These are all rugs are abandoned, y'all. Like, that's terrible.
Yeah. Damn.
Rugs are abandoned. Terrapulse 13,000. Yeah. Like
evil people, man.
Snowball Network. Not even heard of any of these things. 68,000. Like half these shits I didn't even hear about. Bro, because I was so tired of hearing about rugs. And then like the Pulse Abides, like this motherfucker came through and had the whole channel going and doing all his bullshit. And I was like,
he abandoned that guy?
Yeah, dude. Smelled scam the whole time. And then
I remember that guy
out the community, bro. I'm like, damn, man, y'all just giving this money.
Guy. The Pulse Abides. Oh,
yeah.
Shit. Y'all gave him 70 grand. Oh shit.
Almost 100,000, bro. Like
100, yeah, it was like 100.
Yeah, it was like 97, bro. Like something stupid, 92, something wild. But yeah, these are all things that happen, and guys, like people gave up plenty of money for sacrifices. Are still technically even showing up. I know, like no one really hears about them anymore, but they're still going on in the background because they're still running right now in these situations.
You got that recording. You got that recording.
You sacrifice nothing, guys.
You like that recording.
We passed that. We passed. Yeah, look at this.
How much did they get?
58. Yeah, they got 58K. You know, you got the top investor doing 6K right here. I don't know.
Oh, good luck.
I don't know.
They taking that money right to the strip club. They taking that money right to the strip club.
Yeah, dude. Going and spend it all on the freaking white sugar.
Man.
White sugar.
Stripper
white
dance
sugar.
is so good to that 60K right now. Oh my god.
Crazy, man. Crazy. Yeah, and then I'm sure y'all may or may not have heard, but again, I think we hadn't streamed on PulseNation since, so I'll share it with you. Staker app has gone down, and they are switching everything over into a mobile web version. Yeah, it doesn't look like anything is actually happening with the Staker app protocol right now, where you can't actually do anything. So they said it's been an amazing adventure. They're in the process of shutting down. So they gone, and
Staker app, you asshole.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, they gone. So they haven't even said anything since January 2nd. I'm sure everyone's throwing a little fit because it doesn't look like you could even do anything with Staker app right now.
No third party.
I have fucking like 50 Ethereum that I had on there to end like a stake or something, and I can't send it off. And I'm like, you son of a bitch, bro.
No third parties, yo. We don't do that. You know what I'm saying? We don't do that.
That's a fun little information that just recently happened on January 2nd. Welcome into the 2024 period. They did say that they are going to be opening up a website, that this website will be hosted for 15 years. Apparently, it's a new web interface. It'll be accessible for next 15 years. I don't know. Just one of those shitty things that happen, but I would say, given time, the Gnosis Safe is going to be upgrading into allow PulseChain eventually. I'm really not sure how Staker app was able to do that. I really wish they would have kind of either taught us or showed us or fucking did something, because there's plenty of stuff in the Gnosis Safe that people have wallets in the Gnosis Safe that they can't access on PulseChain right now because there's no ability for them to access it. You can't fucking do it through Gnosis Safe. So, and that's what Staker app uses.
Yeah, sucks, man.
It is what it is. I think because it was after the bull market, people had some coins. Yeah, for sure. People definitely, dude, like everyone had money at that point, and that was even on the come down when Hex is, sitting on 30 cents still at that time, So like if you had bought even at a penny or around a penny, you're still up 30x. Like you're doing good, So you were like, I can sacrifice a little bit more. Fuck it. And so luckily for a lot of people, they actually sacrificed their, I don't know if it's luck or not luck, but they sacrificed their hex. So they actually got to preserve their value pretty good by doing so of what they actually had done, because they sacrificed it at, we'll say 30 cents, 20 cents, somewhere in that range. And then it dropped, 90% from there, as we already know, down to the sub penny level. Right. And so you were able to lock in a lot of the money back then just by sacrificing hex, which is interesting.
Right.
But I think right now, being that hex is the lowest, I think it's the best to get, guys. I want everyone to focus on a portion of their bag, just to send something out 15 years if you can, because the way I look at it is, like, if you don't have a stake, I don't hear a lot of people talk about it anymore. Stake your hex, right? If you don't have a 15-year hex stake, send one out. Why not? Because you're going to be waiting anyways in the interim. And so I've said it before, like, do 10,000 hex for all I really care. Send something out 15 years though, because if it's not worth anything, it's not worth anything right now. So you to even do it. So it's actually worth it to do it, because if it's worth a lot, dude, your upside potential and maximum reward is highly over well and above and beyond the risk that you're taking by sending it out 15 years. Come on, man.
Definitely, man.
And if you're scared of the fees, just do it on Ethereum.
YNWA Hex says, is Westcott ready for the Hex conference? Look forward to him calling out all the BS rugs, scam coins that people keep falling for. Stick to RH stuff, man. You know what? I think Wales is going on tonight, and I think he's going to do exactly that. So tune in. I want to say 10 p.m. Eastern, but yeah, keep an eye on Wales only tonight. But I might say some stuff too, man. I'm going on Tuesday night, so I might talk my shit.
Boy.
Well. Yeah,
go ahead, man. You definitely can. Cookies and Crypto says, where are you looking up the whales? Well, that was a little mix of a couple different things. The first one was I found the sacrifice list through hexpulse.info. The next thing, once I found that, I just used DBank to look at the wallets in particular. And you can just straight up go to their portfolio, and it gives good information. Again, I don't connect my wallet to DBank. I don't think you need to. You get a little bit more ability to do some shit inside. I just don't think you need to do that personally, because you can look right here and find a lot of the information that you're looking for. You're like, oh, this is DBank. I put it in my wallet. I can look at my transactions. Shit, I could even sort it out if I really wanted to by different chains, bridges, and coins, right? Like if I really wanted to dive down, I don't have to do anything. And, so I don't connect my wallet to this one personally. But that's just me. So
yeah, absolutely.
Hopefully that makes sense, man.
Yeah, didn't someone connect somewhere recently and got rinsed? It was a few people actually on different chains. I think different chains. I sent it to a DM.
What was the thing that ended up happening? I know. Well, there was probably a wallet drainer that happened through. Yeah, that was through the ledger though. Are you talking about that?
No, somebody connected to a site that wasn't the actual site. It was like .io versus .
Oh, I remember. Yeah, they were trying to claim. They were trying to claim an airdrop.
Yeah.
Bro, like guys, oh my gosh, like
be careful, y'all.
Picking up pennies in front of freight trains, right there, hands down. Like you're putting your whole bag at risk trying to claim an airdrop over something that could be worth just a few bucks in reality. And
bro.
And so, I mean, if you're gonna claim an airdrop, be sure to fucking read it. And if you don't know what it's saying or how to read it, then don't claim it. It's as simple as that, pretty much. Or wait until you hear your 3 verification sources, not just one from an individual saying go to this website, because that just never ends well for anyone. You find yourself 3 reputable sources that you can at least believe in, and there you go, right? Whether it be the YouTube, the Twitter, and then someone saying it in person or whatever. But that's a simple one, dude. Yeah, that person got absolutely rinsed. They went to a website that actually seemed like it was the right one. It was .io at the end. And the crazy thing is they connected, they allowed, and then they just started seeing all their funds start draining. They tried moving money over as quick as they could, and I'm sure they lost many. The funny part was this dude was a fucking developer himself.
Oh, he's a wallet developer.
He was a wallet developer, bro.
Wallet developer, dude, man.
Just comical, bro.
Yo, I don't want nobody's wallet. I don't want nobody's nothing.
Comical, bro. He was like, hey, that's funny because I'm a wallet developer and I should have known. guys, this is why my wallet would have caught this, and MetaMask sucked because I was in a. The reason why I didn't use my wallet because I was in a beta version, test version, and I used MetaMask, and MetaMask fucked me. No, bro, you dumb as fuck, bro.
It's a lot of
hilarious, bro. I forgot all about that. He was a wallet developer, man.
There's a lot of fake experts out here, man. I'm not no expert, bro. Me and ATX, we just some guy. We not no experts, man. But guys will tell you they're experts, and
we having fun out here, man. We sharing the information that we see, and just having an absolute blast with all the PulseNation community as well, man.
Yeah, bro, crazy, man. You got to hold on, man. We all got to hold on. Keep that crypto safe. Keep that thing on a Trezor locked away. Don't even look at it, bro. Don't screw yourself over. We at the last stretch. You know, it's almost over. It's been a long time. It's been a long time.
It has, dude. I want the price to pump just as much as every single one of y'all as well. Like, I would love to see a good little pump. It makes everyone happy and elated, right? Like, you just wake up and you're like, I don't even want to look at prices right now because you know they're low, right? Like, now's not the time to be selling, so it doesn't really matter. But if you're not buying, it doesn't matter either, right?
Someone said green candle day in the chat. I didn't even look. I didn't even know.
I mean, I don't know. I looked at the 30-day and it didn't look good for the 30 days. So, you know, forgive me for being a little bit longer. I was like, the 30 days still looks in the bread. So until we actually get fucking bullish and like full flip, you know, both hexes above a penny, you know, back above sacrifice, like all the levels that we need to reach, a lot of it was pre-SEC prices. And once we reach those levels, then we can start talking bullish. Until then, it's time to put your head down, accumulate, fucking keep grinding. And now's not the time to retire, obviously. Like,
let me ask you, man, how are you going to feel at up 30x on your entire your RH portfolio? 30x.
Dude, I'm gonna be fucking stoked. I've been buying during this whole fucking dip. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, no, I'm saying
there was a portion in time where like I needed, we'll say 100x to just been like, holy shit, like generational done, like Rockefeller, you know, when they first got started type deal. And I'm like, that's where it is. Now it's at the point to where again, like anything below fucking like 20, we Gucci, man. And I can even technically we're good at like 10, but I mean 10 doesn't really get it there for me. And I think we got
30x, you're gonna be jumping for joy. You're gonna be on your knees crying tears together.
That's the time where all the hard work and effort and time committed through sweating and slaving, the you told yous, you know, I know you doubted me, but like, you know, like your friends, your family, your fucking everyone doubts you, right? Always, no matter what adventure you're trying to do. Guys, I want to start my own business. You really shouldn't do that. You should work a 9-to-5 job because of X, Y, Z, so you can have your benefits of all the like health and like, no, man, I want to go get paid more money, right? And so everyone always tries to stop you and suppress you. And so a 30x is that feeling that you just get to be like, no matter what, I 30x my money, bro. Like that is an incredible, like you just don't see that anywhere, right? And so even if you just got from 1,000 to 30,000, bro, where the fuck else you doing that, man? You ain't doing that nowhere else, guys. Crypto is the place to do it.
And you're always going to get the troll that says, oh, man, I got a 30x yesterday, man. If you just look around, it's not hard to find. Yo, we don't get 30x's on $20 over here. We're not worried about that. We trying to get a 30x.
I'm not trying to play the game of a 2x moving into a new coin to a 2x moving into a new coin to a 2x. I've played those games before, man. Eventually you get fucking rinsed, bro. Eventually you get overconfident. Eventually you get over cocky, and you just end up just rinsing yourself. Been there, man. Done it too many times. Now, name of the game: buy, hold, accumulate. Buy, hold, accumulate. Eventually, profit comes, and that's beautiful, right? There's a point in time where I think profit taking is beneficial. Selling at the fucking all-time lows is not probably beneficial, right? Like, let's just be real about that. And this is where someone even said it here, where they're like, I got a feeling some hex influencers doing some funky things, right? Like this right here. Like some sizable hex influencers seem to be into some real shit. It's unfortunate because they got the chance to see their portfolios go boom. Like, imagine any of y'all got to see 100x your money. That's wildly unfathomable for the majority of individuals to ever see in their life. And so several people got a chance to experience that, right? Some even at 1,000, some even at 500. And for those individuals, it gets to the head because it's a tough. That's what I'm saying. It's easy to go from like 1,000 to 10,000 and then back to 1,000.
Right.
It's easy, right?
Right.
And I know it sucks, but it's easy because in your head, it's something that can be made up, whether it be just through an hour of work, couple of hours of work, couple months of work, whatever the time frame is that you get paid, right?
Right.
When you go from 1,000 to 1,000,000 back to 1,000, it hits different, bro. I'm telling you. Like, it just, again, you got a chance to experience the same little up and down, but the amount that you see it change is it just fucks with your mind. And so even down here, you're like, bro, I'm sitting on 500,000. I could sell 20 and just live my life, right? So they're selling their money right now, where they went from like millions of dollars to only sitting on a couple thousand, and now they're like, well, now I got rent to pay, bills to pay, you know, food to eat. I want to go get my bottles. I want to keep showing off. I got to go get some new gifts, watches, like all that shit. And so they spend, and they don't have the income anymore that they have any income coming in at all. And yes, you earn yield through HEX and you can get paid that way. But when prices are down 99%, it's a little tough to end up making that money back up again, right? So this is where they're getting left behind, because a lot of them think that, you know, we'd already be returning. Not only would we be returning, we'd be, like you said, 5-10x above where we are right now.
And I only say all that to say, you know, guys will point the finger at us and, oh, these guys are moon boys and 10,000. Don't get me, I'd love a 10,000x, but don't get it twisted. Nobody needs a 10,000x, but I'm still rooting for it because it happened before. Why not? I'm rooting for it, bro. I don't see why we can't do a 10,000x. Sorry. But yeah, man, 30x, jumping for joy. But that being said, man, we appreciate y'all being here. It's been a fun stream. Hope you watched the replay. Shout out to the replay gang. Kaisa, grab 1 or 2 for me, man. Throw them things up on Twitter, X, whatever you want to call it. Perfect timing, yo. My camera said it's over. Take care.
Yeah, I'm ballin' in this bitch. Yeah.